the show. First and foremost, shout out to everybody who is in here live on stereo. I appreciate you all. Um,
What's good?
I want y'all to like this. I want you to clap. They give y'all these emojis because it helps us out. It helps you guys out, obviously, because it gives more content. So shout out to the people who are in here. Raha, Club Coco, Vivacious Viv, NYC Girl Bree, Mazo 3, Gemma Jones, Ed T Zonks, Energy for Me, Bang, what is it? Bantu Knots, Bantu Knots. Okay, there we are.
Yeah.
Four Rippers, El Russo, A1 Sauceball, C Neil 220, I'm sorry, 270, The Back, Best of Planners, and X Masumut. X, I guess. Shout out to y'all for actually being in here and fucking with us. This is live. I forgot what stereo looked like because I stopped looking at the app.
Mm-hmm.
But I was outside of that, man. I've been on Clubhouse. I've been on Clubhouse.
It's been some good rooms on Clubhouse. I've been checking in and out of stereo this week, and it has been like very hit or miss. Everybody's on the same topic. A lot of new people coming through because they don't know that they can put the topic in their title.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's been interesting.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna keep shouting people out randomly. So stereotypical G, Luigi from the Bay, MTM, CFC, Mindrazor, Quavo, Just Mia, Jones Boy, King D216, Dave Drive. Like I feel like I'm in the mood to just like let people know that we appreciate y'all for jumping in here and fucking with us. But y'all about to witness hell and for at least the next hour and a half. So I just hope y'all are prepared.
Because it's what's needed.
Yes.
Going in 2021 with this bullshit.
Yes. I absolutely hate it and love this year. So I want to end it in a good way. Like in a good bad way, meaning like I'm causing all disruption, but I'm gonna have fun doing it. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the topic up.
Uh-oh.
Because you'll be over here stealing shit. For those of who are coming into the chat and the talk tonight for Loudmoufstereo, I appreciate you. My name is Shan from She Gets It Podcast. Coming in here to collab with my man Greg for Young Black and Bothered. We are here. All right. And the topic for tonight is basic shit you should know as an adult.
Exactly. Which is crazy because there are a lot of adults on this app and they don't even carry themselves like adults because they don't know a lot of shit. That's crazy. That's actually crazy to think about. Going into 2021, I think like me personally, I want to take a lot out of this episode from the comments. I want to hear from people about some things that I don't know. But more importantly, I'm gonna list off a lot of shit that I think a lot of people just don't think of or don't know as an adult. Shan, I know you have a list, and I know you got extra because you be holding stuff back from me when we do the dockets and stuff. But it's okay. I love you so much. I love you so much. But
I just don't want to give you a little surprise.
oh, okay. All right. Well, I got two surprises on my list, but you know what? I'm making my list and I'm checking it twice, even though Christmas is over. But I have to do it anyway. So I'm prepared for tonight because let me go ahead and take a sip first because I feel like I'm going to hell if I don't. So here we go.
All right. I hope you guys don't have anybody left in your house over the holidays that you can't wait to leave. And if you do, they're just gonna catch this wave too. All right. So, adult basics you should know. Watch your tone with people. I am no longer accepting, oh, they're older than you or they're your elder. You can't say this to them, or that's a parent, or those are your parents. You can't. No, some people are how they are because no one has ever approached them directly. Welcome to the end of the year, and we are going into 2021 giving people the directness. There's a difference between being direct and there's a difference between being an asshole or being a dick. Some things you can't say in a room. Some things need to be said in the open directly to this person so they know that they could pump their brakes.
Agreed. I just,
Listen,
but his like, do you feel like a lot of people just don't know like their inside voice is like a permanent thing? Like, just use your inside voice whenever you're talking to somebody.
that's if they
Like,
have one. Some people don't have one because nobody told them to shut the fuck up.
mm, mm, mm. See, Shan about to teach y'all. That's why her name is. She gets it.
Listen, what's one of yours, Greg?
Number one on my list is the golden rule. We learned this when we were 3 or 4 years old, which is treat others the way you want to be treated. This is something that extends as an adult. I'm not going to be too long-winded about it. It's just what it is, man. Like it's pretty much like cut and dry. Treat others the way you want to be treated. So if you want to be treated like shit, that's just you. But treat people with respect. So it works only one way. Just treat people nicely. Be nice to people, and you reap the benefits at the end. So treat others the way you want to be treated. That is my number one rule as an adult, as a kid, as a dog, as a senior citizen, as a person in CVS, the Chipotle line lady, all that shit. Just treat others the way you want to be treated.
There's too many people who feel like they're above that.
Mm-hmm.
Too people, and I'm just like, yo, y'all gotta stop. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you've been. I don't give a fuck about where you came from.
Yeah. But see, that lends into what you said about watching your tone. Because if you treat others the way you want to be treated, you know for a fact you don't want somebody coming at you, basing their voice and talking all loud and crazy and shit. So that extends definitely into watching your tone. Because you don't want to get
Yeah.
popped in the mouth. And you're a mom too. I know you be popping people in the mouth. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
The backhand is amazing. Um, okay. Another one of mine is all people should know when their body smells. You should know when your dick smells. You should know when your pit smell. You should know when your pussy smells. You should know when your ball smells. You should know when your underarm smell. You should know when your clothes stink. You should know when your breath is reeking, especially the fact that we have to wear masks. So now you're forced to smell your shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, like you would think a lot of people with badass breath would know, especially with these masks. I'm like, no, that's not outside. That's
This
you. That's you.
baby.
Mm-mm-mm. How hard is it to brush your tongue in 2020?
People don't know what the back of their toothbrush is for. People don't know
Yo,
that there's
like,
a brush that you could buy to brush your tongue. People don't know that there's a separate paste that goes on your tongue that is brushed with a tongue brush.
mm, I, or just buy a tongue brush. Like, even if you don't know what your toothbrush is made for, like, first and foremost, brush and floss. And then, I think a lot of people don't know how to like floss, so they just brush thinking they got all the shit out of the corners of their teeth and shit. Floss too, but brushing your tongue should be the first and the last thing you do when you brush your teeth. So if you don't use the shit on your toothbrush, go buy a tongue. What do they call them? Tongue scrapers or tongue floss? Either way, it's a tongue and teeth somewhere. So just go ahead
Yes.
and just make sure that
And
you come.
there's little cleaning tools that you can buy that your dentist has. So when you go to the dentist, you could go to them with a proud motherfucking mouth. Because I know that some dentists out here would love that there's like this place where they can have like Dentists Anonymous and talk about
Mm,
y'all smelling stinking asses. Just because you're coming to get your mouth clean and your teeth clean doesn't mean don't brush today because my dentist got it. It doesn't mean don't prepare today because my dentist got it. Before I go to my gynecologist, my
mm.
OBG, to go get my checkup, my womanly checkup to make sure this pussy's working correctly. What do you
Did you
do?
say, whoa, 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 whoa? We're gonna just completely skip over that one to make sure it's working correct. Look, check you out. Doing amazing, friend.
This
Doing
punani
amazing.
is
Mm,
not
mm,
putting
mm,
eyes out here, okay? Um,
mm, mm, mm.
you wash yourself. You trim that jungle back, okay? You shave your legs and you get your toes done.
Ooh, ooh.
Okay.
Somebody gonna trigger somebody today. It's gonna be you,
And
not me today.
if you think you might have some trail mix between them cheeks, then you get all of that.
Mm, mm, mm.
Okay. When you go to your barber, what do they ask you? To wash your fucking hair, please. Don't come to me with my motherfucking clippers, and you got all this fucking grease and shit and dirt in your hair. That's how other people. That's why barbers have to make sure their shit is clean so they don't give somebody else ringworm or something else in their hair. Because fuckers come in the barber shop with their unclean hair looking for a haircut.
See you. Okay, you over here preaching. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna give me some gospel music in the background. Now, glory, glory. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Like
indeed.
when you're gonna go to a woman's house, okay, and you would
Uh-oh.
like for her to meet your man's,
Mm.
okay, and I had to say it like this because my child is awake. You make sure you trim that jungle back. Like, have you
Yes.
been seeing your Franks down here? Have you
Mm,
seen the boys down here? Would you put your face near this? I don't think you would.
mm. No dingleberries on the dingleberries. Like that
Okay.
just fellas, clip the ball hair back. She is not gonna put the balls in. You know what? This your segment. I ain't gonna no. I'll wait till my turn. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Mm-mm,
Your
mm-mm.
pits. Women, get rid of the hair. If you want to be a feminist, be a feminist. But get rid of the hair. It's just better with no hair there. Men, even if you grow your hair in your pits, that's cool. Find a deodorant that doesn't look like cotton balls under your shit. Find a deodorant that can be easily cleaned off and you can reapply, have balls under your shit.
Can you say that louder for the people in the back, please? One more
That's
time. One.
nasty. No one wants to see caked up deodorant on your hairs. Thank you for trying to be fresh, but now it just looks nasty. And you
Mm,
know when men hug women, where is our face? In your fucking balls ass pits.
mm.
So now I got white balls all over my face because you want to put on deodorant, but you don't want to get a deodorant that doesn't give you balls under your hair.
See you out here. Okay. All right. How the fuck am I supposed to keep up? How am I supposed to keep up tonight? Something is wrong with you, Shan. You will go
And
on
then
here and just
your motherfucking
mm,
clothes, you cannot keep spraying perfume over a jacket that you never took to the cleaners. You can take your clothes to the cleaners. You cannot spray over cologne over dirty ass jeans. You can smell dirty ass jeans. Because I remember
mm,
when my brothers used to try to iron dirty ass jeans, and when you iron it, you could smell the dirt with the steam.
mm. Just nasty, you funky bastard. Mm. You funky, We got a voicemail, but you funky.
This shit is fucking hilarious. You so right about that. Find another deodorant, bitches.
Yes.
Yo, also, put the deodorant on after you dry off when you get out of the shower and you go and just put the deodorant on after you dry. Don't wait 20, 30 minutes after you start doing shit, or else you're just gonna have to jump back in the shower anyway. Just go ahead, just put the deodorant on at the beginning. Who
And
raised you niggas?
men, it's nothing wrong with lotioning yourself.
Man,
Moisturize that.
mm. Fellas, when you lotion your body, it's what did Cat Williams say at the end of Pimping All Over the World? Not three-quarters of your body. We need you to lotion your whole body. Head,
All of it.
shoulders, knees, and toes. All that. All that. Uzi and them said, what was it? It wasn't head, shoulders, knees, and toes. What was it? You know what I meant. But yeah, you know what I mean. Mm. All that shit. All
All
that
right.
shit.
I'm ready for yours. I'm ready.
Damn, you did a good one. Mine is pretty simple. I'm gonna get more elaborate after, but for mine, my number two thing that you should know as an adult is that you have to start having conversations with eye contact. If you
Mm.
aren't looking at me, I feel like you're lying. So I feel like if we can't have a conversation and you can't look at me and you're constantly looking around or at the ground or at everything else, you're probably lying about what you're talking about. So therefore, like have conversations with people with eye contact. That is my number two rule that you have to know as an adult. Regardless if you're talking to a friend, a family member, a job, when you go on these job like interviews and stuff like that, if you can't look at them directly in the eyes, you probably don't have a job. So that is
Right.
the second thing you need to know as an adult. Period.
Body language don't lie.
Mm,
Body language don't lie. Who
mm.
wife you? The doggy?
Oh yeah, she's definitely yelling at the dog, but she was also mentioning stop to people who don't use eye contact. See how that worked out? Look at that. She said, stop. Stop not using eye contact. I think we got, look at this. Two people are being amazing and leaving these voicemails. We love y'all so much. Keep these voicemails going for us because we love y'all.
Body spray is not a quick shower. You got to
Yes.
do better.
Yo,
Come on,
man.
Crash.
Fellas, stop taking whole baths. Go ahead and jump in the
Oh,
shower. It's right there. It's right there. The sink and the shower are literally about 3 feet apart. Go and get your whole body wet. Feet too. Feet
yeah.
too. Remember, my rule is if you don't have a fucking washcloth that you bathing with, you probably still stink anyway. Washcloths, loofahs, brushes. I need you to use anything possible that's going to get you clean. Your hand is not going to do it. Your hand is probably dirtier than the rest of your body anyway. Go ahead
Have
and
like
just,
that hand exfoliating glove, which when
yeah,
you first see the dirt that shit gets, you're going to throw it away.
talk to these
I don't
people, please.
understand how people are scrubbing their cells, exfoliating their dirty bodies, seeing the dirt that comes on that glove, and washing it off and keeping it to use it again. You cannot. The loofahs, they're 99 cents or $2 each. You know why? Because you need to
Mm-hmm.
use that shit to a time period and you need to throw that shit the fuck away.
Mm-hmm. That's how y'all get worms and shit, man. Y'all be sitting here fucking around having. I'm sorry, I've had a drink, everybody. So if I'm just saying random shit, because I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I don't understand why people just don't. That's my pet peeve right there. Number one, not being able to properly shower. Like hotels, I ask for extra towels and washcloths because I know how I like to wash. So I would want everybody else on planet Earth to just wash properly.
Yeah.
Loofahs, washcloths, soap. Like it's not that hard, people. But like you said, with these exfoliating things, because that's the new thing in 2020, is everybody's exfoliating, but you're exfoliating and you're using the same shit over and over and over. Like one of my friends told me about this scrub that you use for a face. It's kind of like a face mask. And she's like, well, all you do is just you rub it on your face with your fingers and then you just rinse it off. I was like, that's not a scrub. Like to me, that's not washing your face. That's actually making your face worse because the oils in your fingers, you're rubbing it on the oils in your face. And she's like, well, the soap and the water that's combining itself, it'll clean your face. I was like, okay, your face dirty as shit. So no, thank you. Like, no, you know, stop taking advice from people with terrible ass acne and shit like that. Now, mind you, some things are hereditary, some things can be fixed, some things can't. However, if somebody's giving you bad advice that don't make sense, like scrubbing your face with your bare ass hands, don't do it. Just stop doing. No, no, baby, no, 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 no.
Let
Chad,
me
what did you
play.
have though?
Hold
Oh, go ahead.
on.
Hello. The fact that you would even have to have as a topic of discussion
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
teaching grown ass women proper hygiene is
Mm-hmm.
very sad. And
Mm-hmm.
that says something about the audience that you're speaking to. If you
Mm-hmm.
have to teach your audience of grown women how to properly hygiene themselves, that's a disgrace.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the
Well,
thing.
I'm
It's
not
not even.
saying
Oh, go
that
ahead.
the listeners that we have, this is your problem. It could be a cousin's problem. It could be a friend in your group. It can be because listen, I personally have friends that don't know that they have a smell.
Mm-hmm.
I personally have a friend in the friend group that don't know that their breath stinks.
Yeah, but this isn't also, not, I'm gonna piggyback off you. This isn't a knock on women and, just like the collective group, because there are a lot of women and men who let the other gender with bad hygienes hurt their feelings. So this is all encompassing thing. You don't want people with bad hygiene hurting your feelings, but at the same time, you want people to have good hygiene. You want people to just honestly do things that they didn't know. Like honestly, I have coworkers who swear up and down that they only need one washcloth. I'm like, there's no fucking way. There's absolutely no fucking way. I personally cannot see me as a 33-year-old man washing my face with the same rag that I wash my balls with. I absolutely can't do it.
Come
Yes, it's on the
on,
same
balls in your
body.
face, balls in your
Yo,
face,
like,
balls in your face.
do you know how many people actually like have you ever gone to somebody's house and you ask them like, yo, where are your washcloths? And like they're like, oh, it's in the closet, and you look in the closet and it's like two washcloths. I'm like, okay, so these are for
The,
you, but what's for me?
that
Bro,
that state. if you want to know where you are in adulting, go look at your
Mm-hmm.
linen closet in your house. And if you don't have a
Yes.
linen closet, that tells you. If you have a linen closet and you only have two wash rags because you just live there alone, that's a problem. What
Mm-hmm.
happens if you have guests? If you go in the linen closet and you got the same motherfucking towels that you get from the grocery store that you shop at,
Man, listen.
fucked up.
Mm, mm, mm,
Okay. If
Now,
you got the same sheets that you got from the grocery store that you shopped at, you fucked up. Okay. There's better things
preach,
in life.
preacher.
Okay. Good linens cost fucking money. Good towels can run you at least $30 a piece. Good cloth,
Mm,
listen, my friends know when they come over
see?
my house, they sleep over and they go for a wash rag, they be like, what the fuck is this
Oh,
mini bra? That's
man.
how thick my washcloths are.
Yo, I had a family member from North Carolina come here, and this is very telling because she says to me, she was like, "Yo, did y'all steal these from a hotel?" I was like, "What the fuck? Like, no, what? The good
And
towels aren't just
is
for
a line
hotel."
there is a line of linens called hotel collection because
Man,
they're
listen,
good quality towels. Like your towels shouldn't feel like you're exfoliating your body.
preach, preacher, preach, preacher.
And you need to
Look at this.
wash your towels. And now I know why my mom always wanted white towels. You know why? Because kids is
Hmm.
nasty and you could bleach them shits.
Exactly, exactly. Mhm. So look at this is why she gets it. If you are not following She Gets It podcast, you need to listen to
Listen,
the podcast, but you also need to be listening and following to She Gets It pod right now on stereo. I'm telling you what to do because it is vital information for your everyday life. Now, I need you
and
right now, if you're on
you
stereo,
check
I need you
out
to clap it up. I need you to clap it up. I need you to like all that shit. But we got
when you
voicemails.
do that, please check out Young Black and Bothered because he had a remix mix on there the other day, and I spent the whole time cleaning my house and listening to that shit.
It took me back. Thank you, but it definitely took me back. I was like, oh, I was an absolute hoe from 2010 to
Listen,
2012. Whoo, lordy,
I
lordy.
said, was
Hmm.
that 2010? I can't recall this being 2010, but that was a good time to
Yeah,
be alive.
yes. Mm.
It was
Who
amazing.
were we and look at us now? Who were we and look at us now?
Everybody not like you. I've been drinking too, so don't mind me. But I done
Hey.
seen niggas take bird baths. I done seen niggas just cut the shower on and said they took a
Yeah,
bath. And it don't smell like nothing at all.
ew.
Man. Yo, I gotta ask. I gotta ask this. And Shane, you being a lady as well as I think that was her name was Key, right? I can't remember the name because I didn't look at the screen. But say you have a guy come over your house, right? And he's deciding he wants to give you the dick. But you like, go freshen up first. So he goes to freshen up. You hear the shower cut on, right? But then
Yeah.
like you also hear the toilet flush. Do you feel like he just sat on the toilet? Or do you feel like he actually got in the
Listen, a lot
shower?
of men go in the bathroom and they turn on this hot, steamy ass shower and they take a shit. And then they turn around in the same steamy ass room and they take a shower and claim they clean themselves. No, my G. Now
Oh
you
my
can
lord.
smell aroma as you're cleaning your body, and I don't get it. There needs to be a break in time between this hot shit that you took, and this hot ass shower.
Oh, somebody gonna be mad as shit when they listen to this episode. I swear to God they are. They're gonna be like, wait a minute, that's me.
Like,
Hold
oh
on.
yeah, I'm so happy you took a shower. You smell like hot shit and soap.
Hot shit and soap. That is the name of the episode right now.
I'm just like, what the fuck? That is not a good combination.
I agree with the communication part. Like, a lot of these young black men out here really need to learn how to approach somebody in a respectful way, whether
Yes.
it no matter who it is. Then when you approach somebody because you're interested, have something to say. Be a well-rounded individual. Read a book, open up a magazine, watch the news, start a conversation that's besides some hood fucker shit or some rap
Mm-hmm.
shit or some sports shit. Be a
Mm-hmm.
well-rounded individual and bring something to the table when you call yourself trying to talk to somebody or flirt with somebody or approach somebody.
Yes,
Look at
all
the
of
Lord working. Thank you, La. What her name is Lalu.
yes.
Shout out. Shout out.
Thank you.
I'm far from a dirty bitch, and I know how to keep my hygiene up.
Yes.
Some females don't, so yeah.
Yeah.
So important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm new here, and um, I like what you guys have to say so far. How did you guys build up your following?
Hmm.
Um, because I just actually created my podcast, and I'm just trying to put myself out there, basically.
Mm.
Greg.
Well, welcome. Well, welcome to the community, my friend. First and foremost, what you need to do is, in order to like gain your following, just go into other rooms, talk like you're doing right now. People will entertain you as well as you entertain them. You build your following by the content that you create. Now that you are a content creator with your podcast, actually, I need him to shout that out. So if you are having a podcast, tell us what the name is. What is it about? I want to hear that.
Yeah.
Shannon and I, we both have our own podcast. We could tell you things until we're blue in the face. But if you want to, like, just tell us something about it and we can give you some ideas. We can give you some pointers as well. But, this is basically right now, basic shit that you should know as an adult right now.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to your podcast, maybe, I guess basic shit that he should know as a podcaster. First and foremost, today is the day. Welcome to
Yeah.
Stereo. So that is
Well,
my comment.
welcome. All right. Research. Do all your Googles and find
Yeah.
podcasts you like and jot down notes on how they deliver content and how they switch
Mm-hmm.
all of that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people should also learn that you smell like your house. And so
Woo!
Mm.
make your house smell
Oh,
good.
yes.
That way you smell good too. You
Yes.
don't want a person always smelling like their house and it smell like they can't cook or they got cats or dogs. People need to get it together. So that's something, and it is a hygienic thing because, somebody can smell you coming from a mile away. And I'm not making that up. So
Mm.
that's
I gotta
something else people got to understand. If you
Talking
smell
talking
like your
facts.
house, make sure your house smells good.
Mm.
listen. Angry black mofo. You ain't never lied. Listen. I come from a Caribbean household, and when my mother says I'm frying fish, I know certain doors have to be closed, windows have to be opened. When I know I want to fry plantain in the morning, I know I cannot put on my clothes that I'm wearing out to the house first. I have to fry the plantain damn near butt naked, but I got to cover my titties first because I don't want that pop back. And then I have to finish and I have to cover it, let the oil come out of the plantains a little bit. Then I have to get dressed and then come back and have them with my windows rolled down. So I don't go into work or wherever I'm going smelling like that shit. Like, you have to be mindful of your house. Also, if you smoke greenery or nasty ass cigarettes, okay? I don't care how fine you look. I don't care how much
Mm.
fucking money you have. You fucking stink. If you go
Talk to
outside,
these.
come back in, it's on you. It's in your hair. It's in your nails. Your breath stinks. If you smoke weed,
Mm.
you should be going to your dentist at least 4 times a year. Your breath stinks. You should have gum on hand all the time. You should have mints, some strong ass mints in your pocket all the time. If you smoke weed, I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck if you're smoking papers or blunts.
You ever had somebody argue you down about like, oh no, my breath don't stink because I smoke papers, nigga? That's paper. Like, no, like,
Any type of smoke that's being ingested and is around your mouth area, you already fucked up.
basically, basically.
Now,
I
I'm
mean,
not you, but I have kissed many men after they smoke greenery.
you better than me. I
And
used to fuck with a chick. I'm going.
it is not good.
Mm, nah, man. I used to fuck with a girl that she used to smoke something called cloves, and to this day, I think they're banned in DC because of the smell, the scent, the price, and the fact that honestly they can ruin a room. And when like there's certain like tobacco that if you smoke it, it just smells absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
Cloves were like at the top of the list. I didn't know what cloves smelled like until I smelled her smoking them. Imagine like you what do you call those things like Al Capone? Imagine an Al Capone, but it's like mixed with a black and mild. That's what a clove smell like. That shit is disgusting. Like she used to get mad at me. I'm like, yo, like I'm not kissing you. None of that shit. She used to get. I think that's probably why we broke up because I told her I was like, yo, I can't do this. Cloves are fucking disgusting. Cloves are
Yeah,
disgusting.
tell
Oh,
me
good.
that you can't tell me that you smoke in your house and your house is clean
No,
because
I
now all
actually
your
get.
clothes smell like that. Have you ever? Okay, my mom used to babysit a lot of kids growing up, and their
Mm,
parents smoke. When they bring their baby clothes, all of the
oh
baby stuff,
no.
the
Mm,
baby
mm,
smell.
mm. That baby smell like the fucking baby from Bebe's kids smoking
Listen,
fucking.
when you go into a person's house and they smoke, look at their walls. You can see where the yellow is coming in on the walls and the
Mm,
ceiling.
mm, mm,
Okay,
mm, mm,
it's
mm.
nasty.
They think that shit is natural incense though. They're like, hey, I can live with this. This is just smoke. It's just cigarettes. Y'all should be fine. Like, no, nobody
You
should be fine with this
can't even
shit.
sell your furniture when you smoke in your house.
Yo,
It's a wrap.
I might be the only person, Shan, on planet Earth that when I see somebody's ashtray and it's like dirty as shit, I'm like, okay, yeah, the rest of your house dirty as shit too.
Yes.
Um, and for me, it's just the ashtray though. Like I don't give a fuck if you smoke weed, nothing like that. If your ashtray look like you haven't cleaned that shit in like 3 weeks, I'm like, so you don't even care about your own like health because you're already killing yourself, but you didn't even go and have the dignity to go and clean your ashtray. You nasty nigga. Mm, mm, mm. Who raised
No,
y'all?
I want y'all to be better.
See?
Preach! Yes, you have to have two rags, one for your face and one for your motherfucking body, because baby.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
man, yes, I'll walk in on a nigga if you trying to give me the
Man,
dick and you say you finna freshen up. I'm finna go make sure you freshening up.
Come on, check.
exactly.
He said,
Yo,
I'm checking. I'm coming in for a room check.
hold on before we go to this next voicemail. I got a question for the listeners, and this is a hygiene question. I want everybody to answer honestly. If you've ever showered with the opposite sex, the same sex, it doesn't matter, your sexual orientation. If you are showering with someone that you intend on sleeping with, right? Have you judged them because they have or haven't actually washed their body? Like, have you looked and be like, wait a minute, like I'm soapy, but they ain't soapy. They just standing there in the cold ass water right now. Like, did they go and clean their body in the midst of the shower? Because shower sex it's not fun already, but you should at least clean your body before and after. So I just hope that when people answer that question, like I just want to know, do y'all actually clean yourself when you're in the shower with a spouse? $1 million question right there. I don't have $1 million to give, but I have a mental $1 million that I want to give you guys. Next voicemail though.
Wow. I don't know where you guys are finding these people at. Grown men that don't want to take showers. The
Ooh-wee.
fuck?
Who bad
This,
and bougie? She's in for a long ride tonight.
this, I one of my mother's children, when he was 13 till 16, she had to go in the bathroom and shower him or bathe him because he would run the water, stand on the toilet, put his dirty socks in the shower, move the curtains, and come out dry as fuck.
Ooh, lordy, lordy.
He used to tell me and my mom that he only brushes his teeth on special occasions.
On
And
special
special
occasions.
would be the movies with a girl or going to the skate. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
My brother used to have body odor and breath to the point
Mm.
where I could smell where he'd been in the house.
Oh
And
no.
imagine those boys going unchecked in their teen ages, especially now that a lot of parents are not home. A lot of
Mm.
dads are not in the home and they don't have a man to teach them how to become a man in life.
Yeah.
They're becoming 20-year-olds and they're having girlfriends. And the girlfriends that they are having are the girls who are not taught this is not acceptable from a boy. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
So don't say they're not gonna get nobody, ain't nobody gonna want them. No, there are girls that are going to want these caliber of males because they don't know better.
Fellas, I'm gonna say this to you, and I'm only say this one time. Um, you don't want your lady going and trying to like clean or cleanse you with Comet. Okay, I need you to go ahead and clean and clean your body. Like, like I'm telling you, Comet. Like, I've tried to clean my bathtub with that shit, and I almost died because I was like, all right, I'm gonna run the fan, I'm gonna turn the lights on, I'm gonna open the doors and stuff like that, and I still almost died. So a lot of these dudes need to go ahead and actually just rinse their body off with like just a little bit of Comet, right around the knees, right around the elbows and shit
I
like that.
am
Cause
not
they'll,
a part of this. Don't come to me and be like your skin peeling back. Listen,
yo,
I don't know what's wrong with black people, but this is something we have to stop doing. Stop seasoning the things that you clean, okay? When we put Comet in the bathtub, we put it in there for that 5 hours. We get the ammonia, we get the bleach, and then we get a little
oh
bit
man,
of something. You will completely kill yourself
oh
inhaling that
my goodness,
shit. And there's only a few bathrooms far in between that have a window that you can open while you clean it. I don't know how you
mm-hmm.
grew up, but most of my bathrooms didn't have windows. So if you're
None
releasing
of us did.
chemicals in the air, you probably have the door open. And
Mm-hmm.
all that shit is going in the house, and that's not
Yep.
healthy. I have inhaled bleach with
Mm-hmm.
ammonia because I'm trying to deep clean a bathroom.
Man, man, my mom used to. It was so weird when we were younger, like, cause my sister and I shared a bathroom, and we were trying to figure out, like, yo, there's no way we're this fucking dirty, right? So my mom, being Inspector Gadget, she'd be like, "When's the last time y'all cleaned the bathroom?" It's like last Saturday, because Saturday was basically cleaning day. There was no going out to see your friends and hanging out until after you clean the bathroom and your parts of the house, your bedroom, your bathroom, and stuff like that, right? So she was like, I can see a ring around the tub. I was like, yo, we don't take baths. We take showers. Where the fuck is this ring coming from? Right. So she was like, well, what she would do is before we could even go out, she would pour the Comet into the bathtub and then she would go and pour bleach in the center of it. And then she would pour ammonia as well. But then what she would do is she would fucking close the bathroom door and then go tell us to clean it after she closed the bathroom. So the
That's a
moment you open
bomb.
the
That's
door,
a
yo,
bomb.
so like, yo, I
Ammonia.
almost died because of you. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to go. Somebody needs to call my mother and let her know. Like, she almost tried to kill us with Comet.
Listen, plenty of parents.
Yeah, shout out to Lalu. I like the way she said that. That hood fucker shit, that makes me want to use my regular accent. I was trying to hide my accent on, because I sound like, well, yeah, I do, but I was trying to hide my accent while I was on here, but the way she said that hood fucker shit, I can be me. I can be free to be me. I'm proud to be an American.
Oh, it is too late. Shout out to
What's
Amy
going on,
Loudmoufstereo.
y'all? I don't know what the hell y'all
Uh oh.
talking about, but shit, I'm here. So. Whoa,
Uh-oh.
whoa.
Kevin here. What's going on, Kevin? Wait, and he left 2 more voicemails, so I already know.
Hey, this is ASAP Layla. I
What's
just
up?
wanted to add to the brother that says he's new. I think that it's really important to have chemistry. Like, I like to have chats, but I don't necessarily like to have chats sometimes with like random strangers. So any
Mm-hmm.
chats that I've had, and there's been a connection, because I remember like I talked to one person for like 5 hours, and the chat was the most successful chat because it's like I had a lot of people coming in the room and asking questions, and it was amazing. So like I
Yep.
continue to try to network with that person. So if you do like find someone and you get chemistry with them, like figure out how to get their contact information and try to reschedule future chats. Because like for example,
Mm-hmm.
like I just like the flow of the two co-hosts right now. Like there's no tension. They're not trying to flame each other. Like it's a cool conversation. You know what I'm saying? The sound of their voices I like. There's a lot of different reasons why people might stay in your chat, but just staying connected to people you vibe with.
Come on.
Absolutely. Shout out to Layla, man. Like, yes.
So basically, the podcast is called Blacken It, which is like
Yes.
similar to kicking it, basically. And we'll just be discussing various topics in the Black community and how we can uplift and rebuild. Also, as far as what you guys are talking about, hygiene, yes, like your house has to be clean. Always make sure you have nice towels. I mean, you can even go to like Ross or Marshalls or something and get like some Nautica towels or Calvin Klein, and make sure you have like um, um, a face cloth and things like that. So you should have at least 3 cloths. And always smell good. Nobody wants to smell all of that funk that's rolling around in your house. Take pride in yourself, basically.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, there is a washcloth, not a rag, a washcloth. Okay, a
Yes.
rag is something
Yes.
you clean your house with or you wash your car. Then there is a
Oh.
fingertip towel that's supposed to hang in your bathroom to dry your hands and your fingertips. Okay, there is a
Mm,
hand towel that's thicker, and then there is
mm,
a bath towel that is like I think is a 30 by 30 size towel
mm-hmm.
your body. Then they have some shit called um um bath sheets,
Yes.
which
Please
is like a
talk to these
fucking
people.
couch throw of a towel. Okay, it could run you $50 each. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're luxurious and you're a person that likes to walk around in their towel before they put on their real clothes, or you just a big voluptuous piece of piece of body, that's what you want to
Mm-hmm.
get. But you have to
Yep.
dry them shits by themselves in the washing machine. Those dryer balls are for when people have thicker towels. Buy some,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
okay? Because
Yeah,
if
man.
you don't dry your towels properly, they're going to stink.
Mm-hmm. And you got to throw them away, and then you got to start all over. Like
Listen,
right
anybody got
now, look, all people right now they focus on getting like PlayStations and shit like that. Like if you have your own place, don't matter if this is your first apartment or your fifth apartment, if this is your first home or your third home, this your baby mama house. Like honestly, instead of going and buying her Victoria's Secret soap and shit, nobody wants to smell like lavender body oil. Go ahead and get her some new towels. I'm telling you, yo, honestly, I wish I'd have thought about this now. Like, imagine for Christmas, instead of going and buying people bullshit like Bluetooth headphones and stuff like that, you go buy them a new towel set. You go buy them a 12-piece kitchen set. Because a lot of people have been cooking on that same pot for like 4 or 5 years.
and I'm 33. I'm not at the age where I give a fuck about my pots or my pots matching. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how to take care of a cast iron pot. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
ready to boil a pot down instead of washing it with soap and water. I'm not there yet, and that's okay. But what you're
Yeah,
not about to do is make me eggs in a saucepan.
exactly. Exactly. Like, wait, what the fuck is going on here? What it's one pan for everything. This motherfucker made macaroni and cheese, scrambled eggs, he fried chicken, all in the same pot. Like, what the fuck? Like, no, no. Yo, I'm telling you, like, I judge people and I don't mind saying I do this shit because I don't give a fuck about y'all. Like, when I go to people's houses, like, I look at three things. Number one, when I walk in your front door. Like if I would walk in your front door and shit's just laid everywhere, I'm like, oh, this nigga's trash. Like there's just that. Then
Yeah.
I usually go to the bathroom because I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. If I go into your bathroom and you have like no, honestly, my number one rule when I tell people, about our like apartment and everything like that, when they come to our apartment, yeah, there are the fancy towels and shit like that that are in the bathroom. You don't touch those. We go and
Yeah.
we put a roll of, but here's the thing. When nobody else is here, we don't have guests here. We don't put paper towels in there. But when we know people are coming over, we put a roll of paper towels in there because people will go and put their fucking dirty ass hands all over. Like this is presentation here. All of our parents had a formal living room. I don't have a formal living room. I got the bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, and the living room. So my formal living room is my bathroom that you get to use. So them towels, don't touch them shit. Use the paper towels that I gave you.
Listen, I appreciate you. And I appreciate people who know that they're having guests come over that have their house um ready for a guest. Don't invite me
Mm-hmm.
to your house and your house is not prepped for guests because
Man.
that first impression is a forever impression. When you go to someone's bathroom, they should be able to
Mm-hmm.
find their bathroom if they were blind, meaning it should smell clean. It should be
Mm-hmm.
clean. Anything in the bathroom that a stranger would need, they shouldn't have to ask you, meaning you should have
Exactly.
toilet paper in there. You should have
Mm.
a sanitary napkins if you're a woman in there. You should have
Mm-hmm.
something to help them clean up if they drop something so they don't have to ask you where's such and
Mm.
such. Nobody should be asking you for shit And if you have a little trash can in there, okay. But that shit should always be empty. I don't want to see your
Thank,
trash
please,
from the floor.
thank you. That right there is number one. If I come to your house and it's fucking ice cream bars and shit like who like this is the guest bathroom and you throwing shit in here. Do you not take care of your trash? You know what? Hold on. We gotta flip this. We gotta flip this because I'm gonna go to my next one and then we're gonna go to the voicemails because that actually hit a point that I had. So one of my things that you should know as an adult, and I mean this shit from the bottom of my heart, as a guest, if you see that the trash can is full, offer to
Woo,
take that shit out.
woo.
Even if, especially if you are the one filling it, that right there is paramount to me. Do you know how many kickbacks and parties and stuff like that that I've been to where the person hosting the party, when I offer to take out the trash, they looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. Oh no, everything's okay. No, it's not, because now your apartment smell like fucking alcohol and chicken wings. I don't want to be in here no more. Let me go and take this shit out. It's your trash can is either right outside, down the hall, or up the street. I'd rather go and drop that shit off than go and sit in a house where people are throwing red cups on the top of trash that's already full.
Oh
Please,
my
if you're
god.
at somebody's house, like it's not. It just shows how courteous you are as being a guest to that person's house. Say, you know what? Even if I'm not taking the trash out, let me tie it up for you. Let me leave it at the door because I'm planning on leaving in 30 minutes anyway. Let me go ahead and take it to the door. So on my way out, I'll throw it out for you. Right there, that is how you know you are an adult, or those are things that you should know as an adult. If you're leaving somebody's kickback, ask them what you can do before you leave. Period.
Yeah.
Whew, so many voicemails. I see them now. Thank y'all for
But
listening. Obviously,
yeah, thank you.
My parents didn't play that. My dad was very like clean hands. So he did not like dirt in your nails. You had to keep your nails cut, and he made it clear. He was
Right.
like, make sure your hands are always moisturized because don't no woman want to feel bricks as hands.
Nope.
So I take pride in myself. I'm bald, so I have a whole bald care system. I make sure that I put a bald mask on my head to make sure that I exfoliate my scalp. I take very good care of my skin.
Yeah.
Lotions don't work for my body, but butters and creams do.
Come on,
So I make sure
butter.
that I arm myself down. I make sure that I smell nice. So people
Yeah.
who
yeah,
have stank houses and don't take care of themselves, they really
Mm-hmm.
don't care about how they present themselves to the world, basically.
Listen, let
mm,
me rub you
talking
down.
that shit. Mm.
Yeah, in all seriousness, guys, shouldn't okay when you gonna do that? Shouldn't you have like a hygiene pack with you? I mean, I can't be the
Yeah.
only one that has one of those. It's just a they
Man,
call it
more
a
men.
shaving kit, but it's got soaps, it's got everything that I like to smell a certain way, cologne, all that stuff. And so if I'm doing a trip overnight or I'm going to somebody's place or I'm doing some of the stuff that y'all are suggesting, which I haven't done lately, I got a kit with me. And when somebody lets you use their shower and all that, I use my stuff because my stuff smells good. People say it smells good, and I'm not saying that I know it smells good. I'm saying what people tell me. So, dudes, carry
Mm.
a kit with you. Do something. But
Yes.
wow,
Angry
Look,
black
I'm a.
mofo. You are a grown ass man.
Yep.
There's a lot of people out here that haven't reached that level yet where they have their man bag. It's like a
Mm.
long bag. It looks like a tube. You can get it in leather. I've gifted a
Mm.
man that before. There's all types of next level shit for men grooming. Okay.
Yes.
And to go back on your comment about the bath and Greg, listen,
Mm-hmm.
if you go over to a woman's house and y'all do the thing, if you
Mm-hmm.
don't a motherfucking plumber bill, stop
Man.
putting the fucking condoms in my toilet.
Whoo, lordy, lordy,
Okay, I
lordy.
don't want your kids. That's why you wore that. Okay,
Man, listen.
we are in the alliance. You can put that shit in a tissue and you could put it in your bag and you could do whatever you want, your pocket, and whatever you
Exactly.
want to do when you leave my house. Stop putting that
Mm.
shit in my toilet.
Yo, fellas, that right there, what she just said, I please, can you repeat it one more time? Because this shit right here, it matters.
Stop
It matters.
putting your unnamed bagged children in women's toilets. Definitely don't leave them shits in a trash can. Could you imagine having to take that shit out of trash can?
Yo, I don't think a lot of people understand what nut smells like the day after. That shit does not smell good at all. It smells like, I ain't even gonna tell you what it smells like. That shit's just not right. Fellas, please, for the love of Christ, man. And this is somebody who, honestly, I've had people come and spend the night. And, obviously, the wife wasn't home, but I invited the boys over. They're like, oh, well, I'm bringing this girl from the nightclub over. Cool, you brought the girl over. But then here's the thing, you flush the condom down the toilet, but then you throw the condom wrapper in the trash. Number one, that's when you fucked up. Number two, condoms, like you said, do not go in the toilet because if they don't properly flush, the next day when that shit comes back up, because it's basically a cycle. It's like, imagine like you putting water from your sink into a trash bag and leaving the fucking trash bag in your disposal. Eventually, it's going to come back up because it's bubbling up because it's a fucking it's a vacuum pretty much. So I've told friends and family, anybody who would listen, condoms do not belong. You're about to leave anyway. Just
Take your
go and
kids,
take the
the
condom
ones
with
that
you.
the ones that you didn't.
Yo, I'm telling you, this is not a daycare. Please take that shit with you. The kids cannot enjoy the water slide here. It is broke. It is broke.
Hola.
Hola.
Hello.
People really need to love themselves. Like bathing, that is self-care. Your hygiene is self-care. Love yourself. And if you're going to love on somebody else with your body, then, you got to show it by keeping that good hygiene.
Yeah. Facts.
Yes.
Yo, you hit that right on the head, yo. Like, I didn't realize how nasty boys are until I had boys in myself, and then they just brought me back to my childhood, and I'm like, yeah, boys are nasty as shit. So I do my best to make to get them on point and make not to live this nasty ass boy life. So it's hard though. The boys are nasty as shit.
Yes, they are.
Yo. I honestly, at this point, I have a daughter. I honestly, I only want girls now. The reason why is because I know how I was as a boy. Like there's something really fucking weird with men, and I won't say just men, but like teenage boys. They do a lot of the dumbest shit. Trust me, I've done some shit where I hid in a girl's parents' washing machine because I was terrified. Not the washing machine, the dryer. I'm sorry, because the dryer is the one that opens from the front, and then you can just like jump in it. So the dryer, I hid in there, not realizing that it does not open because it's latched from the front. So you have to actually pull the handle out. So it's like, oh shit, her dad's coming because the parents would like literally pull it through the driveway. So I'm telling myself, okay, if I hide in the dryer, they won't like notice anything like that. Because the first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna go to their daughter room, they're gonna look under the bed, they're gonna look in the closet, stuff like that. Me being a hoe from the past, I know these things. So when my daughter decides she wants to go out here and be wild, I already know where the fuck to go. I already know they're gonna be in the closet. If they're not gonna be in the closet, they're gonna be in the hallway. If they're not gonna be in the hallway, they're gonna be under the bathroom cabinet in the formal bathroom, if you want to call it that, whatever, right? So me trying to be cool, I put myself in the dryer. Here's the issue. The parents got home around 4:15, right? I didn't get out of that dryer until like 5. So that's a whole like 40-45 minutes. I was just sitting in the dryer. Luckily, it was ventilated, or else I would have fucking died. And what she had to do is like she had to go and socialize with them and act like everything was cool and peachy. And then she had to come and let me out from the basement, and then I had to climb through a window. So, you know what? I'm done telling you my hotels because I've told a lot, but whew.
Dude, and if we talking about Comet, I gotta say this. Some of y'all need to get them pot scratchers with abrasive stuff on it. Y'all need to lather up with the soap and scrub the hell out your arms, your legs, or whatever else needs scrubbing, and then throw that away because you can't use that no more. And please don't any of y'all try to use that with dishes because it ain't good for nothing. It's probably a biohazard at that point. So if you're going to do the Comet thing, even if you're going to get you some mild soap, like do what's
Hold up. I don't know how you didn't know, I don't know who ain't tell you. I don't know if you're reading the captions. I don't know if you're on the She Gets It pod on IG or on Twitter, but the girl got merch, okay? Shh. I got to tell them this information. The girl got merch. I got you on sweatshirts. I got you on long sleeve tops. I got you on hoodies. I got you on masks if you pro mask out here, okay? I even got you on, bags, you know what I'm saying? On the sign that you need to hide your stash in. Fanny Pack World, I got y'all too. Check out She Gets It Shop on Teespring, okay? I got y'all with the merch, all right? Now back to this show, because y'all need this information, because one thing I'm tired of is what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing, and we all need reality checks. We just do.
Mild baby soap. I don't know, whatever it is. You're gonna get that, but get one of them things and scrub everything down. That's what I'm talking about. Because if y'all can only take a shower once a week, you need to make it count. You need to make sure that take it when you first gonna be out with a bunch of people, but make it count. Get
yeah. Basically, I'm gonna count on that just for a moment, just really quick. The dishwasher is not going to clean your dishes. I've always considered the dishwasher to be like the placeholder, but you have to actually clean the dishes before you put them in a dishwasher. There's nothing that I hate more on planet Earth, other than Kanye and a couple other things. But when people go and they see a dirty dish and they say, you know what, just put it in the dishwasher. Absolutely fucking not. It costs $839 to fix a broken dishwasher. Wash that motherfucking dish before you put it in there. You know what? Next voicemail. That right there. Ooh, it grinds my gears.
So you already know.
I think a lot of guys too, I don't know if y'all touched on this, view that as feminine, like hygiene and all of the other stuff, like the lotioning and the subbing up and all that. But it's not. It's vital and it's essential. We don't want to smell your funk ass. Get you some essential oils. Get you some, not just that cologne type stuff that's real strong, because I really hate cologne, to be honest with you. But take care of yourself. Like it's not feminine to smell good. It's actually very masculine, and it's respectful to the other person, or respectful to the people that you're going to be interacting with throughout the day. Like, get you some nice soap, some nice oils, some body butter, some shape, something. Like, it's nothing wrong with being metrosexual. Clean under your nails, get manicures, pedicures, like.
Right.
Yep. Talking that shit.
If you're like iffy about the nail shop, take your mom. Nobody's gonna push you. Mom, take your sister. Take a female friend that you just respect, and go with her if you get healed from somebody else thinking you're going a certain type of way. Like, it's not girly to take care of yourself. It's not.
Now, Shane, you have to go and give us your next one before we get into the next voicemail.
All right.
So.
My next one is if you're a man, always keep your facial hair and your head presentable. Okay? I don't want to have to tell you it's time for a haircut. I don't want to be like, damn, I really want to go to this place, but I'm not going to go to this place because
he can't wear a hat.
He can't wear a hat, or he got to be at the barber's, or his beard looking crazy. And I don't want to have to come and tell a man, hey, can you go shave? Because men hate shaving. I want a man that's aware of those things already, or has a pattern, like every Friday I go see my barber. Or, if you have locks in your hair, I don't have any problem with that, but you can still get a lineup. You can still trim your facial hair. You can still make sure you get your facial so your skin is a glowing. Like, there's certain things that you could do. And if you have locks, I don't want to have to tell you it's time for you to go get them retwisted. You should know when it's just looking crazy like you a real Rasta from the islands and you just
Mm-hmm.
like really natural. But I know when you went to get them shits done a month ago and they weren't that
Mm-hmm.
long. Okay. So come correct when you have your hair a certain way so I don't have to measure how good of a night I'm trying to give you based upon what you needed.
Uh-oh. I heard that. I
Okay.
heard that.
Look, I'm not finna play with y'all today. I'm from the South, y'all. That's where. And I don't even be noticing it. Other folks gotta bring it to my attention. But yeah, like, sorry, y'all. I'm enjoying the show.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to Lalu. Shout out to Lalu.
Hey, did anyone bring up the fact that you should change your sheets after you have sex? Because
Woo!
it's crazy to me.
Yeah! It's just
Like,
going
yo,
down.
man, people are so nasty. They will have you lay down in a
And other
bed
people's
where
kids.
previous people have,
Other
like,
people's kids.
Mm-hmm.
been and
Mm-hmm.
not think nothing of it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hygiene 101, very interesting
Hmm.
conversation because
Yeah.
there's some basic things
Yes.
that people just don't know based on the way they grew up, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah, rest in peace to my grandmother. She was from the South and she was
Hmm.
like from that 1950s Dr. Martin Luther King era. They play no games. These women was like washing clothes in the backyard and drying them.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
cleanliness was next to godliness, but
Still is.
think about like the amount of effort and all the things they had to go through and they still kept a spotless house. So it's like how
Yep.
I don't understand how you have an excuse now.
Listen, how you should, as an adult, if you have a queen or a king or a California king bed, you should have at least five set of sheets.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And sometimes your sheets, depending on the quality, the fitted sheet is separate, the top sheet is separate. If you're smart, you'll go white and get white sheets so you can bleach them. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you should always have five set of sheets. And men, stop going out here buying black comforters and black sheets and
Please,
brown sheets,
God.
black comforters, and stop buying that old grandma printed shit. I could always tell if
Mm-hmm.
somebody has a hood house by the type of bedding that they have or
Mm-hmm.
the bathroom. If your bathroom is dark, guess what? I will rather go piss in the bush. I'm not going
Exactly.
in dark bathrooms to go use the bathroom. I don't want to go in a bed that has dark bedding because that's
Man,
nasty. If you skeet
man,
on it, you see it.
man, look, I'm gonna tell you something really brief. Ladies, it counts for you too, but I only deal with women. But once upon a time when I was a hoe, I went to a young lady's house and I knew I wasn't in her house. I was in her family member's house because there were three things I saw before I went to her bedroom. One,
Lord.
the kitchen, which means that either she lived in the basement or she was in like the back of the back because she was doing a lot of fucking, and most of it was with me because I was a hoe. But there was that. Number two, her bathroom was actually the powder room, and she had to go upstairs to the actual the family bathroom in order to use the bathroom, so like to shower and shit like that. So there was that. And number three, the reason why I knew that she lived with other people, especially older people, she had the footprints painting as soon as you walked in the door. Anybody,
No.
anybody, anybody that is a person of color, and I'm being exclusive to brown people too, but especially if you know you are black, your family had the footprints printer, the poster of Jesus's footprints and that quote that as soon as you walked in the door, it was either on the left hand side of the house or the right hand side of the house. You didn't see it at first, but you knew for a fact where it was. So shout out to the footprints, the little poster board. Or if you didn't see that, you saw plastic, but it was only on one or maybe two pieces of furniture. And you weren't supposed to sit there, but everybody sat there because there was no other place to sit. So there was that. But I'm done. Next voicemail.
In addition to hygiene, can we talk about manscaping or grooming?
Uh
Because
oh.
I don't understand why men don't want to shave or groom or do something.
Yeah.
Like my
Ooh.
brother. Like, what's going on?
Uh
But
oh.
yeah, can someone address that? I mean, I don't even know. Are there Brazilians for men? I don't know if that's
Oh
too much
There
no.
are.
to ask, but do something. You got to do something. So yeah, hygiene and also grooming is a big deal for me.
Okay. I'll answer this really quick, and then we have to get to these voicemails, but we're definitely coming back to that. So shout out to Layla. When it comes to grooming, as a man, it's easier to groom the top region than the bottom region. For me personally, I groom personally the top region because I don't want to get waxed. I tried that and it's not fun. And according to like the wife and everything like that, waxing for men the ball area, that shit, it's not fun. Because she goes and she gets like stuff waxed, so naturally I'm like, oh well, why don't we go together? I'm trying to make it a couple's experience, right? And she's like, Greg, no, that's not how that works. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, yeah, y'all hair is a little bit different. So I'm looking down in the bathroom, I'm like, what, I'm gonna take some clippers to my shit, right? And I was like, yeah, no, so ladies, here's the thing. When it comes to us guys, we can groom like to a certain length the ball area. We can do the top area, the inner thigh, and stuff like that. But when it comes to the ball specifically, the last thing you want to do is like accidentally nick something. And us men, we have two pairs of clippers. We have the clippers that trim up our face, and then we have like shit that we can actually cut our hair with. And what we don't do is try to clip our balls with those. So that's just
I
for me
think
personally.
with
Go
everything down there clipped, okay? It's a beautiful thing, okay? I know he
that
went
is
to get professionally done, and he got some strength within him that I'm just like, wow,
yeah.
okay? Forget
Oh,
what I'm looking at for my pleasures tonight. I'm looking at this.
yeah. You see, you got fresh dick and balls, like fresh. Like he got
Like,
them shits waxed. But the thing is, as a guy, you can't go and get completely waxed and then try to have sex that day. The reason why is that shit itches. Like I don't know how it is for women and how like getting like freshly waxed itches, but for us, like getting like the top wax, that shit, you will be scratching at crotch for like 6 hours. You're like, what the fuck? Like, yo, like, is something wrong with me? Like, this is not right. But you know what? I ain't gonna say too much again. Next
listen,
voicemail.
come
Nah,
on.
Greg, I can't get with you on that one, man, because some of these people live for that. They set their whole thing up knowing that a cool person like you gonna come along and you gonna take out their trash.
Mm.
There are people that have their trash like, and think about it, man. You're gonna have to fight with that in a lot of cases because, let's say it's full. It ain't just full to where you can press it down. They have that where it's like a little mountain or a little hill on top, and then now you got to deal with that, man. And so now you got to get your hands dirty, and that I'm sorry, brother, that ain't happening.
No, no,
Nah,
no,
dude.
no.
Now some of them do like that. Now maybe you can get like something like them cheap little cardboard things and press down
Mhm.
with your hand. But I ain't doing that, man. I can't get with you on this one, brother.
Listen,
No, here's the thing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
the trick of the trade is to get another trash bag, a real trash bag, not that grocery bag shit, and put it on
Hmm.
the mountain and flip the trash can.
Exactly. Exactly. That is law. But like for me, when I go to somebody's house, not only do I do that trick, but I'm already like, say for example, if I'm in the kitchen and I see that the trash is being full, and I'm going to either like put my plate in the trash and I see that's like already like at 80, 90% capacity, I'm like, you know what? Let me go and take this trash can, this trash bag out of that trash bag and then put a new one in because some black folks will literally see a trash can full and just add shit to it. It's like you realize it's not going to close if you are just throwing more shit on it. And I'm not going to be that person that's sliding shit with my hands into a new trash bag. It just makes more sense to take the one that's full, take it out of the trash can, and sit it beside the trash can, and then replace it with a new one. That way, the party keeps going, everybody's having fun, and all you got to do is wash your hands really quick before you move on to the next drink.
Come
That's
on,
just my law, though.
that's right.
Hey, listen, I know what you are talking about, but you can't go to the toilet and do the number two and fucking forget about cleaning your house. You know what I mean? Listen,
What?
you gotta be clean.
He's
Oh my
saying that
lord.
it's a lot of men take a poop and then get in the shower because they need to clean, make sure everything's deep clean. but you're still showering in poop essence.
Yes.
That's all I'm
Okay.
saying. Like my
I feel a
kids, when
certain.
I'm showering, I don't get like privacy unless I lock the door. They will come in and take a shit while I'm showering and completely kills my shower.
Oh no. Nope. Mm-mm. See, I'm not ready for those stages yet. That's why she's gonna have her own bathroom. You stay your ass in your bathroom. If you want to go and take a piss, take a shit, you go ahead in there. When we potty train her, she's going into her bathroom, so she is not even from. We don't have a toilet right here. We just got a sink and a tub. That is
Yeah.
it. That is it.
You remember those old school houses where you couldn't flush the toilet and while somebody's showering?
Oh man. Oh my god. So funny. So funny story, really quick. I got to say this. So with my wife and I, when we first started to date, right? So I told you I was living at my grandmother's house for a moment. So I was living at my grandmother's house, and my grandmother tells her when she comes over, she was like, "Hey, it's really late at night. Don't worry about flushing the toilet." And I'm looking like, "What the fuck? What are you talking about?" And she's like,
Old
"Yeah,
people,
because
dog.
while I'm asleep."
That.
Old people do not want you to flush the toilet in the middle of the night because it wakes them up. So she's like, no, just let it settle. And then in the morning, I was like, yo, but what happens if you take a shit? She's like, no, just go downstairs to the other bathroom. I was like, but what if I have to actually shit though? Like, I'm not going, hey, by the way, let me go downstairs to another bathroom to take a shit.
And
Like, no,
downstairs in up north houses be the coldest place you
man.
trying to go. You can't get
Mm-mm.
comfy in that bathroom. That bathroom is for desperate times and desperate measures. Okay, the whole
Exactly.
house is full and you want some quiet peace to use the bathroom and not a whole bunch of people bothering you. And on top of that, my parents never flushed the toilet at night in their house because one, they were old, and two, they wanted to save money.
Mm. But hold on. Before we get into the next voicemail, we gotta let these people know exactly who we are again. So Shannon, if you could reintroduce us to the people who are here.
What up, y'all? My name is Shan from She Gets It Podcast and Cozy Womb Podcast. This is Greg from Young Black and Bothered. And welcome to the show. We are talking about basic shit you should know as an adult. So if you have anything to bring about to this show, speak it. Treat this like our home. When you walk in the house and we see you pop up on the screen, let us know you're in here. Let us know who you are. If you have your own podcast, shout it out. If you're selling a product, shout it out. If you have your own IG or whatever you got going on that you really want to put your whole focus into, shout it out.
Mm.
Okay?
And just like that, we got voicemails.
Let's go.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Come on, stats!
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So, like, I'm totally a boy mom. I got two big boys. I got teenage boys.
Ooh.
And they are gross. But you know what? Digging in the dirt, bugs, whatever. Now I have a 5-year-old daughter, big age difference. God's coming back before she starts her period. I can't handle that shit. No. But boys are disgusting. And the worst with boys is like, hey, mom, smell my hand. And like in your face. You're like, why would I smell your hand? That's disgusting.
Ew.
Nothing good. Boys are so
He's trying to tell
gross.
you he had
I
some
mean,
pussy in
girls
his
aren't
picture.
dirty
That's
like
what
that,
was.
but you got periods and stuff, and I'm just saying, Jesus is coming back before my daughter starts hers. I mean, it sounds like the end of the world already, so, I mean, it might be in my favor. Whoop, whoop.
And please,
Yes, shout out to that.
if you're a man raising a daughter, Greg, if you're a woman out here with daughters, me, teach your children and your daughters from when they're teens that no one in the house should ever know that you are on your cycle. Meaning, when you use the bathroom, you make sure the toilet is clean, you lift up the lid and you make sure the toilet is clean. You do not put your sanitary napkins in the trash can in the bathroom. You take it, you wrap it in the covering that it comes in, and you change it, okay? And you take the dirty one and you wrap it in the napkin, and you take it and you find a individual little trash bag, grocery bag that you get from the store. You put it in there and you tie it and lock it, and then you put it in the trash can. No one should ever have to know that you are on your cycle. No one should ever smell you. If you can smell you, guess what? We can smell you.
There we are. There we
Okay?
are.
There's a lot of grown women that don't know this.
I swear I hate dishwasher.
I do hate dishwasher. I only use
I do
my dish
too.
for like draining my clean.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff. And when I do clean my dishwasher, it's to clean the dishwasher, not to clean my dishes.
Mm.
Okay, brother, just so we clear, I ain't talking about no dishwasher. I'm talking about you. I'm not you, but you know what I mean. I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about when you get ready to do your thing, when you get ready to shower, as infrequent as it may be, you get one of them pot scratches, you scratch you scrub your arms, you scrub your legs, you scrub your man parts, you scrub your
Mm-hmm.
the last thing you scrub and then you throw it away. I ain't talking about no dishwasher, dude. Some of us got, not us, not me, but some
Yeah,
people got layers and layers upon dirt.
Yeah.
yeah,
One shower a week ain't gonna help that. See, so
yeah.
What
you
the?
got to make that count. That's what I'm saying. Not a dishwasher. You, not you, but you know
Yes,
what I'm saying, brother. You got to make sure you scrub that down on yourself. And
Man.
then once
mm-hmm.
you do your behind, throw it away. It ain't good for nothing.
Shout
Exactly.
out to my men out
Oh,
here that have collar jobs, who work with their hands, who are mechanics, who
mm-hmm.
are plumbers, who
Mm-hmm.
are builders. Just because you work with your hands doesn't mean I want to feel workman hands on me. Meaning, you
Mm-hmm.
exfoliate. You need to make sure your hands are comfortable on my body. You need to make
Mm-hmm.
sure your skin is moisturized, and you need to make sure your claws, your toes, your nails are not scratching up my sheets.
Mm. Talking the gospel. Talking the gospel. What else we got in these voicemails? I feel like we got plenty.
Yo, I can't even front. I started getting pedicures. That shit changed my whole perspective.
Yes,
I'm like,
indeed.
damn,
Yes,
we as
indeed.
men, we never take care of ourselves. Like, I've been on my shit lately, man. Shit, I even got
Yeah,
my own little foot spa. I ain't trying to be
man.
old, crusty foot ass nigga, man. I'm done
Mm.
with that shit. I'm finesse.
Man, let me tell you one thing. Ever since I started getting like the manicures and pedicures, I am the bad bitch that I've always wanted to be. And I'm a grown ass married man. And I say that from the bottom of my heart. There's nothing better than being a man that I know for a fact. I look at my feet and it's not hammer time. I look at my hands and it's just not hammer time. Like my wife kills me because like my nails grow faster than they ever grew because I've been going and getting the manicures and the pedicures. A lot of men could do a little bit better at knowing that, hey, just because you're a man doesn't mean that you can't have like I won't say feminine things happen to you, but more so like your intake, your body, your male, your mental and physical well-being is better if you just upkeep them. If you go and you don't have to go get a manicure and pedicure every fucking Friday, but you know what, two, three, maybe two, maybe three times a month if you want to, it helps. If you go once a month, it makes you feel better as a man. Like when I walk out of the nail salon, I'm like, yo, like what the fuck? Like, yo, my feet feel better. Like I learned words that I didn't know until I started going and getting manicures and pedicures. Like with like new growth and like the what's something called ingrown and shit. I'm like, oh, like or what's that shit? The cuticle. Like, yo, I didn't even know. I didn't know how to pronounce cuticle until I started going to. I was like, what is cuticle? What the fuck is what is cuticle? What is cut? They're like, no, it's cuticle. And I was like, oh, okay. So now we know. Now we know. So it just feels better as a man knowing that if you take care of you, a woman is going to take care of you as well. And as a man, if a woman sees you and your nails look right, your toes look nice, your beard and your hair look nice, she gonna lick the back of your balls. And I'm gonna just tell you that from the bottom of
Not
my
the
heart.
back.
She gonna lick the back of your balls. She's like, I want to touch the grundle and the. You know what? Next voicemail.
Oh,
I ain't gonna say too much.
Listen, this is bullshit right there. You can't put dirty dishes in a dishwasher just like that. You need to
Yes,
clean them before, you know,
yes,
because if you put the if you put dirty dishes in a dishwasher, it's gonna smell bad, and you
yes,
don't want that at all. You know,
yes.
I don't understand. Some people they just lazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's laziness right there. You know,
Yes,
and take that away because that's weakness. You
yes.
weak.
Mm-hmm.
the
Imagine trying to explain to somebody how a dishwasher works and they look surprised. It's like, um, how I equate a dishwasher is how I equate like taking a bath. If you know for a fact you're taking a bath and you're dirt, like you know for a fact you played basketball or soccer and you're dirty, 9 times out of 10 you should be taking a shower, not a bath, because basically you're sitting in your own stew. So imagine a dishwasher with a bunch of dirty ass dishes that have food and crust and dirt and grime and shit on them. All you're doing is running warm water over them, and instead of having, 2 or 3 dishes that might have like food and grime on them. Now all the dishes have that shit on it, and then you got to do it all over again. So it just makes more sense to clean as you go. And if you don't clean as you go, at the end of you cooking your meal or something like that, clean the dishes, put them in a dishwasher, and then just go through a rinse cycle. If you go through a rinse cycle, it makes everything a whole lot easier and better for you. It's not that hard. It really ain't that hard. But shout out to him for that voicemail. Shout out to Gray. What is it? Gray Jo? I think that's what it was called. Shout out to him. Next voicemail though.
Yes, I do agree that a man needs to also be physically, emotionally stabled and looking good as well. It takes care of themselves.
Facts. It's not up to
Absolutely.
else as an adult to fix your problems that you had from when you were 8, when you were a
Mm,
teenager, what your parents did. You're aware of it. That's the first step. The second step is figuring out what resources are out here that I can pay for, that my insurance covers to let me come correct for the next
mm,
person.
mm.
Okay? Don't be
Spoke
a
nothing
man,
but fact.
don't be a grown woman out here with adult problems talking about I need to call my mom or I need to call my dad so I can figure out where my social security card is. I need to call my
Man,
mom so I can
listen.
figure out where my birth certificate is. You should have all that shit.
Mm. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give my next one, and then we're gonna go to the voicemails. That way we can keep everything kind of consistent. So my next thing that you should know as an adult, this is for the men, specifically for the men. As a man, you should be able to cook for yourself and your spouse. It is
Come
it is
on.
not it is not feminine to cook meals just
Hello.
because you're starving. When I say cooking, I'm not talking about the microwave. I'm not talking about putting something that was already pre-made from Costco in the oven for 30 to 45 minutes. I'm talking about from scratch. I'm talking about buying the ingredients, looking at the ingredients, measuring the ingredients, putting that shit together and presenting a meal to yourself and or the person that you're with. That can take you from being a man to something that's more elite than a man. Like when I first started cooking, I was like, okay, like I don't know. Everything is trial and error. Think about it. Like a lot of our parents, when they cook, a lot of that stuff is trial and error. We thought that, oh my God, like my mom can cook and my grandmother can cook. Do you know how many fucking dishes of macaroni and cheese and chicken and shit that they probably burnt down or that shit wasn't right? Everything takes time. So as a man, that's the one thing you need to know. You need to know because if you don't find your one, you don't find your spouse, who the fuck gonna cook for you but you? You're gonna get tired of eating fucking 4 for 4s by what is it, Wendy's, and eating the fucking dollar menu at McDonald's. Cook for yourself. If you don't know how to cook for you, 9 times out of 10, she ain't gonna cook for you. So you might want to be able to learn for yourself. So that's my, thing you should know as an adult male. Shan, do you have one more before we go to the next voicemails?
Um, always have manners even when you cuss out people. Meaning,
Ooh, Lord.
before you start, you can say, "Excuse me." Then, when you're finished cussing out a person, you can say, "Thank you. Have a great day. Have a nice day."
Mm, mm, mm. We're gonna get to a couple of these voicemails because I think you and I have a lot left. We got a lot left. Holy shit, we got
I
a lot.
hate like breaking it to women like, yo, you still haven't figured out your eyebrows yet. It's such a sensitive subject. I just be like,
Oh
cool. Bitch, you looking
Uh,
surprised all day.
no.
I ain't even say shit.
Listen, House of Vibes. Thank you. I just said this 2 days ago. I said, "Hi" on Twitter. I'm just checking on the women with parentheses eyebrows, meaning you
No,
have erased
no.
your natural arch and you
She got the
have
whoopee.
Listen,
She got the
you have
whoopee.
on parentheses on top of your eyelids, and those are not natural brows, honey. Find your natural arch and proceed in life. I promise you, you'll be way happier.
And that's just not your eyebrows. That is when you fucking too. Because ladies, if you do not have the proper arch, but you know what? I said enough. Next
Mm.
voicemail.
Lie down. What's
Oh, he
good?
about to get some ass. You
I
can hear
supposed
him
to
in the
be laying
voicemail now.
down too. Wish we had a free waxing all year.
Oh, see, you heard her. She got his phone and said, "Hey, waxing." You know what that means? She told him he ain't had a waxing in a year. FM Juzz, I need you to go ahead and get that wax, man. I'm telling you, she ain't gonna lick your balls if you don't get the proper cleaning. I said enough. Next voicemail.
Yeah, I want to touch on what ASAP said, but
Boy.
real talk, I don't let nobody in my room on my bed.
Yes, that
Oh,
was one of
uh-oh,
mine.
uh-oh.
I'm
No,
with you.
Shan, you might as well go into it. Go ahead and
Do
go into it
not
right
sit
now.
on my clean bed in your dirty ass clothes. If you've been out on the street, don't sit on my bed. If you've been traveling from your house to an airport to another airport to my house, don't sit on my bed. Your luggage does not go on my bed. Your backpack does not go on my bed. Your dirty ass coat, I don't give a fuck how much you pay for that shit, does not go on my bed. Stop sitting on my bed. Your new hood ass, just dyed ass jeans don't go on my fucking white duvet. I will fuck you up.
Not the white duvet though. Not the white.
Oh,
Oh my. Who? The disgust that you had in your heart right then
listen,
made.
listen. Because my oldest daughter's dad traveled for Thanksgiving for her birthday to my house. And as he was showering, he put his dirty ass, traveled ass backpack on my bed. And I fucking threw his backpack across the room and I stripped my bed down and I washed every fucking thing.
Mm,
Sir, it's
mm,
pandemic. I
mm.
will fuck you up. And then when he got out of the shower, he said, "Where's my bag?" I said, "Sir, don't you ever in your life put your dirty ass bag on my clean bed. I don't even sleep on that
Talk.
side, but I don't give a fuck."
You gotta talk to these niggas. Mm, mm,
Ooh,
mm. Mm, mm, mm.
My bad. But real talk though, don't be having nobody come on your bed or come in your room and sitting and laying on your bed. You don't know
yeah.
where the fuck that person been. You gotta sleep there, man. Nah. That's hygiene 101. Is like, yo, you ain't coming in my room for real. I
Listen,
told my girl that when we first got together, I'm like, yo, don't be letting people in our room and shit and
yes,
Mm-hmm.
looking around and sitting and touching. We don't know where the hell they been, where else they been sitting at, what else they been
Mm-hmm.
touching, and nah, I'm good. And this is pre COVID-19.
Yep.
listen.
Yo, and if COVID has a toy, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shane. Go ahead.
And when he said, "Don't be letting nobody come on your bed," I mean, sit on your bed. No, both of them. Don't be coming on my bed and
Mm-hmm.
no bed.
See, look at God being a blessing. Doing
Listen.
amazing.
Man, them damn footprints and them damn angels. Hey, that's a sign.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I just caught me the manscapes. That shit's legit. It's a whole
Man,
little
what?
kit. Got my balls smooth as
Mm-hmm.
eggs. That shit's on point, yo.
Yeah.
Move
Niggas
it.
gotta
Yeah.
step their game up. They
Yeah.
got ball deodorant. Shit is on
Yeah.
point, man. If you really want that good hair,
Uh,
you know what you gotta do, fellas.
man,
Listen.
what?
You know what
Mm-mm-mm.
I do with eggs, Greg? I swallow them.
Man, you see, you know what? It is time to go to the next
When it comes to
voicemail.
manscaping, that stuff ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna be honest about that one. I mean, it's clean. I scrub it if I need to, but See, I'm from the old school, and I don't know who came up with this idea that women and men need to have to be bare and hairless and all that stuff. I'm not trying to look like no kid. I'm not trying to go with a woman that looks like a kid who, you know, I'm I'm trying to be with a real, what I consider a real natural woman. And so if the hair down there is longer than the hair on your head, go for it. I'm good with that. If it's nappy, that's cool because that lets me know you a real woman. And you can leave the hair on your arms too for all like, not under your arms, not on your arms. You might need to do something with that. You can leave that too. I want a Sasquatch. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, I mean, once you find your person and you talk to them more and you tell them what you like, then you'll see if the person actually gives a fuck about the thing that you like. Maybe she might leave a landing strip just for you. You never know. Maybe she might do what you ask her to do. Listen, I've made initials in my shit. I've made strips in my shit. I do Caesars, you know what I'm saying? I may not have a barber license, but I know what I'm doing with her. Okay. I know what I'm doing down there. And it just depends on how much you're willing to compromise with someone else's likes. That's it.
I have to counter. Well, not to you, but to him. I made a note that he said that if that pussy hair is nappy, that makes you a real woman. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. That goes into my next point of things you should know as an adult. Um, Fellas, this is what you know as a grown man. Grown men don't care if the pussy is bald or furry. If you can eat a peach, you can eat a pussy, and either way, you're going to enjoy it. There's nothing worse than hearing a man say, "Oh, I'm not eating that," or "I don't eat pussy," or "She got hair on her pussy." Like, yo, like, put your fucking face in that and shut up. Just go ahead and put your face in it. It is okay. You will live. Most of y'all niggas can't swim anyways. So you already above water. You're at sea level right now. Go ahead and just shut up and eat the pussy. What is wrong with you niggas? Like, only men go and they say shit like, "Oh, what? I ain't eating no pussy because it got hair on it." But your bald hair be like 4 inches. It be longer than your dick and shit, according to the women on Twitter, right? Like, how the fuck your pube hair is longer than the dick hair? It's like, go ahead and just let the woman do what the fuck she want to do. Just please let her do what she want to do.
If my mouth catches
Next
anything,
voicemail then.
I'm stopping everything. I'm stopping everything.
Oh my lord. Here we go. Here we go.
Man, fuck COVID. I feel like I want to kill myself, y'all, being as a COVID-19 worker. I can't work here no more, bro. Too much pain I see. They can't see their families. I can't even see mine. I signed a contract for 2 years.
Wow.
Bro, I'm about to lose it.
Oh, I
Well,
am sorry.
don't lose it, man. We need you to be who you are, man. Continue being who you are. Be safe. If you need anything, obviously you can hit up. She gets a pod. Myself, we do not mind helping, but do not go and talk like that. Don't discourage yourself. Please do not do that.
For the most part, be here. If you need to listen to something to uplift your spirits, please, check out Young Black and Bothered. He has a great mix on there to give you your spirits back for when time was not like this. Or you could check out She Gets It. Go through some episodes, have some laughs. But COVID is fucked up, and there are people who cannot be like, "I'm not going to work. I'm staying home because I can afford to be at home." Some people can't. Some people literally been in this shit since the beginning of the year. So I'm sorry about that, man. But don't go left.
Yeah, please don't.
Okay.
Hey, how you guys doing? This is BK's Iron Man. 1/3 of the Greedy Game Takeover Show on Genesis Radio. Basic rule number one. If you see me putting on my pajamas, this is a clear indication that it is time for you to leave because I'm going to bed.
Yes. Now I know he got more because he said rule number one. So he about to
Listen,
hit us with the fucking Brian McKnight. He said, "One, you're like
women,
a dream come true."
women. If a man wants you to stay over, okay? And if he hasn't said that he wants you to stay over or he'll see you in the morning, he's expecting you to leave. Always go to someone's house with the expectation that you're going home unless they directly say, stay. I want you to stay here. Okay?
Can you
Stop
say that one more
going
time?
over people's houses and squatting.
Mm, mm.
Okay?
Which one of y'all? Which one of y'all staying home with that nigga?
There's some hoes in this house.
Hell yeah. Ain't nobody trying to smell no woman smelling like a whole bowl of pennies. Magnesium out that
Man,
bitch.
listen. This nigga said magnesium.
A whole bowl.
Magnesium.
Yeah, and you single moms, please, whatever you do, do not have your sons go get one of them things for you and bring it to you. That's just not right. That is not right on so many levels. I just can't comment on that. But please don't do that to your boys. Please,
Listen.
Oh
I'm
my
begging.
god.
Listen.
He said, I'm
So,
begging, I'm
okay.
begging, begging, I'm begging,
At
begging,
what
baby.
age At what age should the males know about feminine napkins and feminine wipes? Because
I'm gonna say
last thing a woman wants is to be in a relationship with someone that can fuck her but can't go to the store and buy her feminine products.
I feel
Don't
like if
bitch
you
up.
fucking her, if you're fucking her, you should know all the equipment that comes with it. The tampons, the wipes,
Yeah.
the soap, the deodorant, the shampoo. Like if you haven't fucked her in the shower, like we talked about 45 minutes ago, you should just already know everything that comes with her. There should be something in your phone. The only thing you shouldn't have is like her period calendar. But I'm sure there are some men in 2020 that do know that. They'd be like, hey, by the way,
All my
it's the 17th,
track my period.
and
All of them track my period. I'm just like,
see,
sir.
see. Oh, so I was wrong right there. Shout out to God. Shout out to Father God. Next voicemail, please. Mm-mm-mm.
Yo, yo, yo. Good evening to Hey Greg. I was trying to do what those other folks do, like, good evening, hey Greg, and she gets it hard. They're coming in and getting you all together at 10:48 in stereo. I don't know. I just felt like being an ass for a second because I woke up from a nap, and that's just what I have in me
So
right now
good.
is assism. So
Yeah.
anyway, hey y'all
Hey,
Yo,
from Georgia.
Georgia,
hey,
my neck of the
I'm
woods.
I
coming
have a
down there to
question.
Uh-oh.
Are people not taking baths these days? I've been hearing a lot about
Uh-oh.
people taking baths and getting properly cleaned up. What is
Listen,
going on in these Rona streets?
the
Yes.
Rona.
Do you want to touch on that? Because
No,
I'm
you touch.
tired of touching on that.
You touch it.
But here's the thing: I'm not touching it if you ain't showered. So there's that. But there are a lot of people out here on God's green earth that are going to people's houses and they're not showered and clean. Now, I'm not saying when you get to that person's house, you need to all of a sudden, just by the grace of God, go and shower if you're already clean. But if you went to the nightclub, you went to the strip club, you went to the bar, like before you go and stick your dick in her or you go and put the pussy on him, freshen up a little bit. Like nobody wants bar dick or bar pussy. Like this, it's been sitting on unsanitary shit. And in
Nobody.
2020, you know,
Yeah.
if 2020 hasn't taught you one thing, it's taught you this. Everything you used to do, it's probably disgusting. Imagine touching an elevator button right now. That shit sounds gross, don't it? Imagine opening a door. That shit sounds disgusting, don't it? Going to a bar and drinking off of a glass without a straw. That shit sounds disgusting, don't it? So imagine you as a man or as a woman and you going to said arena in your or area and you're out for 4, 5, 6 hours partying it up. You doing the swag surf and you partying with your homegirls and then you get that text message. Hey, I'm trying to drop this dick off in your drawers, right? Then you go over there. You go over there and you give him that sweaty, musty ass pussy. No, absolutely not. We need you to go and freshen up. I'm not saying go take a full-fledged shower, but I'm also not saying go and take a bird bath. Go wash the areas that I'm about to touch. That pussy, please wash that shit. Take some soap, lather it up, Hit it from the front from the rooter to the tutor. I want you to clean that. I'm not eating no pussy that tastes like fucking wood chips and Black and Milds and whatever the fuck you sat on, because I'm getting the aroma of the bar, but I'm also getting the wood chair that you sat on. Clean that shit, please. Make it sanitary for me. There is no UV light for nasty ass pussy. And I
Especially ladies who are going out and sitting on things and sitting on people with fabrics that do not agree with your punani. And I know this
yeah,
because punani does not like lace, okay? And
man,
we had a conversation, and that's just something that's not going to happen anymore.
exactly,
And if
exactly.
you are out here not wearing draws, kudos
Hmm.
to you, but you still have a responsibility to clean that. And if you are looking for special things to clean your hot pocket with,
Exactly.
try Honey Pot. Honey Pot is for vaginas, made by people with vaginas, okay? Great products, great foam washes, and it keeps it clean, it keeps it fresh, and it keeps it looking its best.
Ladies, we are less than a week from New Year's Eve, and we are 3 months and 17 days away from sundress season. I'm gonna only say this one time, and I'm done saying this, and we're gonna move to the next voicemail. Ladies, your pussy conquers all men, but at the same time, you need to be able to conquer all men. With
Yeah.
sundress season, I'm gonna start there first. With sundress season, a lot of women don't wear underwear because they want that shit to fly. They want them pussy lips to breathe. They want that ass to clap and look
I had the
voluptuous.
clappery. When you out
Yeah,
here in these streets wearing your clappery, be responsible.
exactly. But at the same time, though, how many surfaces do you sit on? How many dudes are walking behind you and rubbing their dick on you on the way to the bathroom, talking about, "Oh, excuse me, like I'll be right back." These are niggas. This is nigga shit, right? But the same, New Year's Eve. It's at least in DC. It's going to be what they told us. It's going to be 28 degrees. There are going to be no like New Year's Eve parties, but people going to be going to kickbacks and people's houses and partying and shit like that. All I request is for you, before you go get that dick, take you a baby wipe, a facial wipe, or something. I need you to wipe from front to back. Like all the dirt and the grime that has hit you from the moment you got out the shower until the time you got that dick, I need you to go ahead and clean that, please. Be a blessing, and more importantly, be God's property. Next voicemail.
Stomp.
Y'all also need to tell these dudes stop wearing the same socks every day. You can't
Man,
wear your socks once and put them in the laundry. Wearing
Yes.
your socks for a whole week,
That's
don't don't cut it.
mm. Do you know how
nasty.
many men that I know personally, they have 7 pairs of socks? And like, yo, like you have seven. You know how cheap socks are? As a man, socks have to be the cheapest thing as a man you can buy. Honestly, you can buy like a 24 pack of socks from Costco for like 11.99.
To a
Underwear.
certain, if you get to an age where you want quality socks, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, nobody should have to see your baggy socks around the house. Nobody should have to see your socks with holes in them.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you work a job where you're getting paid $30+ an hour. Have some quality shit. I shouldn't have to be seeing a man's boxers with holes in them, okay?
But that's the fucking scary part about men. The scary part is like we have quality shit and then we have the shit that we normally wear. Like when we go out as men, we're like, you know what? We're gonna wear the fucking Gucci. We're gonna wear the new Jordans that we just bought last Saturday and shit like that. But on the humble, the gray sweatpants that Shan loves so much, we got a
Yeah.
baggy pair of those. We got a pair that we wear on the casual to go
Yeah.
to fucking get fast food and shit like that. That aren't the skinny ones that show the dick print and shit like that. We have
I hate
clothes.
men
It's
sweat. Stop that shit.
oh boy, here
The
goes
only thing that
Shan.
you're attracting is more men. And if that's what you're into, kudos.
Now, can you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let you go to the next voicemail. We ain't gonna make it too long. We ain't gonna give them too much.
Right now, hey Greg, there's a bunch of dudes out here struggling with the pandemic who don't know how to cook. We was
Ugh.
listening to a
Mm,
talk the other day, and dude was just like, you know what? People can't get a haircut. People can't like get they
mm,
can't get they can't get taken care of. People can't go out and get something to eat. What are you going? How people gonna survive? They can't go out here and get no McDonald's or nothing. I'm like, you go to the grocery store? I don't know. Get some food. I mean, at least get some cheese and some butter and some bread. You can get a grilled cheese
Now
real
listen.
fast. I mean, I don't understand. And then like, you need somebody to do your hair for you. This is the time to learn. That's why they out there struggling. That's why the Rona out here she just surviving. She's surviving on people who don't know how to do nothing for themselves. Oh
Now
Lord.
listen.
Cause
All
y'all
right.
is
I'm gonna make this real quick. We got a lot of voicemails, and then we're gonna obviously keep going. I'm gonna teach people really quick how to actually make pasta because this is the next thing on my list of things you should know as an adult. Um, the perfect pasta. Get the water to a good rolling boil. Basically, you accomplish this by putting the heat on high and covering the pot. It's really that simple. Then you go and you add the pasta to the water. Stir it until it comes back to a boil. Turn the heat down to a medium and then cover it again. You set the timer to whatever time the package tells you to, and then you get al dente pasta. After you do that, then you stir the pasta. When the timer goes off, you scoop a couple pieces out and run it under cold water. Eat it. If you don't want to eat cold, if you don't want to eat the pasta that way, do what us black folks do and throw it at something. Throw it at the wall. If it sticks, that shit is good pasta. I'm telling you, if you are black, you know for a fact what I'm talking about. Throw the pasta at the wall. If it sticks, it's cooked. It's not that hard.
Or you
After you
could
do that, go ahead.
taste one. Just put it in your mouth. Just
Yeah.
put it in your mouth.
See, Shan talking about putting. She said put noodles in the mouth, but no, I'm
Yes.
gonna let her live on that one. I'm gonna let her
And then
live on
you
that
don't
one.
have your man and he has a noodle, make get that
Oh
thing al
no.
dente. Basic shit you should know as an adult. Well, if you're an adult man, I'm gonna get simple and I might have some more comments. But basic shit you should know as an adult is how to treat a female. Is that too easy? What do you think, baby? Do I treat you right? Dissect
You
that.
do.
Let's get the deets. Let's go. Let's get the details on this. And if y'all just now coming in here, introduce yourselves. Share the
Yes,
show.
please.
Clap it up. Let us know you in the house, okay? Don't just come in here on the sneak tip and sneak out, okay? Don't be trying to go through our windows. Go through the front door. But before you go, tell us about yourself, okay?
Yes, sis. Let them know because that's some trifling ass shit.
Mm, mm, mm. Just trying to help out the nation. We're not going into 2021 with this bullshit. We gonna get
Not
it
at
correct.
all.
Call y'all out now so y'all can get it together, okay? And then we just gonna we gotta have good years to come, okay? Not this shit.
When I was younger, my parents was like that. We couldn't like sit on our beds in street clothes, and I kind of do that now. And especially in the pandemic, like when we get home, I want
Shower.
everybody to get out of them clothes because I'm just that gross. Like I don't lunch
Yeah.
boxes gotta get Lysol before the pandemic. It's just
Yes. Like even in places like New York, you have to sit on the subway.
Yeah.
There's bacteria in the subways that don't even have names yet. Um,
Mm-hmm.
When you go, sit in the doctor's office or sit in the airport, thousands of people were sitting in the airport. They don't have time to clean down that shit. Okay.
Yep.
So it's up to you. Okay. Them
Yeah.
clothes is clean as you thought. And even when you get out of the shower, guess what? Your ass still dirty.
Still dirty. Can you say it one more time?
Still dirty.
Hey, and can I say this? I cannot stand to sit in a warm chair. That's the chair that somebody else been sitting in, and then they stand up and they say, "Oh no, have a seat." No, I ain't gonna have a seat. I've been sitting down. I'm gonna tell them I've been sitting down all day, and so I need to stand some. But I ain't sitting in no warm chair that somebody just got they self. I'm trying not to use no bad words. I hope that's okay with y'all, but. Somebody that been sitting in that chair and it's a leather chair or it's a cloth chair and it's summertime here where I'm at, my mind just be flipping out. So it ain't gonna happen. So no, I ain't sitting down in no chair that somebody already sat in. I'm just gonna stand up until that chair get cool or whatever until I can get it out of my mind or work it through. But
Yep. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree.
Look, I'm not saying that you gotta be clean shaven and bald down there, but you definitely can't be looking like you got motherfucking a wild jungle down below. You gotta trim that shit up a little bit. You gotta put some effort towards it.
Yes,
Plus, I'm
indeed.
always one to believe if you can take care of what I can see, and I truly believe.
Yes.
That
Yes.
thing.
Mm-hmm. Look at the
Sorry, my
color
phone
scheme.
had cut out. I'm just saying you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta take care of what you can see, what you can't see, because everybody knows that them bushes gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't mind a little bit of like terrain. I'm all for the terrain. I am
Terrain.
not. I am not for the 1987 porn where the fucking pussy got its own micro bush. Like I don't want that. Like, but I don't mind a little bit of hair because here's the thing: the hair down there it just shows maturity. Like it just shows like you know what you're doing with your pussy. I like that. Do that, please. Do that for me. But next voicemail.
Basic shit you should know as an adult after Hey Greg said what he said. More power to you, my guy. But like that's kind of a red flag when you talking with your homies. Any man that tells me that shit needs to just stop telling me that shit because it doesn't make sense to me. Do your job, bro.
Yes,
Eat
please.
that thing.
Yep. Yep.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
my list before I get into these voicemails again.
Go
If
for it.
you're in a car with a woman as a man, she should never pump her gas.
Mm.
Let me say that one more time. If you're a brother, if you're a cousin, if you're just a friend, if you're her son, her nephew, her uncle, she should never touch that pump.
Mm.
If you're in a car with a woman and there's a flat tire, bet not let me see a woman cranking up that car lift so she could put on a tire.
Mm. Mm. Can you say that one more time, please, for the people in the back?
Women are not supposed to pump their gas or change their tires when a man is present. Even strangers know that I'm gonna go ahead over here out my time and my day, and I don't even know this woman, and help her do this.
Mm. That
Okay?
just shows you. That shows you the men that were and the men that are. Because the men that were, they know what the fuck they doing. The only thing a lot of men in this generation know is J. Cole is their favorite rapper,
Oh
and
God.
they like to argue on Twitter like hoes. Just the basic minimum shit. But go ahead. You know what? Just go ahead. Keep going down your list because I feel
Cheese
like you got
man,
way
don't
more.
use it, don't lose it, man. This is an experience that you will be
Yeah.
able to teach other people about the seriousness. We are living in the middle of history right now. We need you to be strong. I pray for your strength, and I hope that you also can see the vision of whatever it is you want for your life in the future, so that you know that right now all of what you're going through right now is only going to make you really a better person, a stronger person, a more person with a lived experience, a less ignorant person. There is good that is happening for those who are essential workers that you can't see right now. And there's a lot of lies already out here with all these conspiracy theories. We need people like you who have been there to see it, to be able to say,
Mm-hmm.
no, y'all, we can't repeat. So thank
Exactly.
you for whatever it is that you're doing. We appreciate your life and your purpose, and keep on living and keep on just living in your purpose.
Come on, Ruth. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Get that man some.
Absolutely.
Nah, dude, that's a whole nother thing. As a man, I can go get products for my wife, my daughters. I'm saying as a boy, I can't go. Okay, even as a man, I ain't gonna be doing that for my mom. She's like 1,000 years older than me and stuff, and I'm gonna be doing that, and she gonna be I'm talking about as a man. Yeah, I can do that all day long. My wife, my daughters, all that stuff. But as a little boy, don't be doing that to your mom. Don't. In fact, when you get to be a grown man and your mom be like that before menopause, don't be doing that to her. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying. I have no problem being in the store, Walmart, wherever. Got this, and that's the only thing I got. I ain't worried about it because that's me and my wife's relationship, and what she taught our
Mm-hmm.
daughters. I'm saying just as a little boy, don't let your moms, don't be doing your little boys like that.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm gonna
Hey,
go
boy,
through
over
my next.
there, pass me my pocket square.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna go through my next one really quick, and then we go to the next voicemail. So my next one on this list, it's it's not really that deep, but basically, if you don't know how to play spades, just don't tell people you play spades. Just let everybody else that actually knows how to play spades do their thing. I learned this the hard way because I don't know how to completely play spades, but every single person I know that has said, "Oh yeah, I know how to play spades," they never do. So that is something you should know as an adult. If you do not know how to properly play spades, don't even bring it up. Act like the only card game you've ever played in your entire fucking life is Uno. Period. That's on my
Facts.
list.
I don't know how to play spades, and I don't want to learn. And when anybody asks me, "Do you play spades?" I'd be like, "Nope." You want to let
It's,
me? Nope.
See, and that's honesty right there. That is you saying, you know what? I'm not going to get caught up in a lie later on. I'm going to tell you from the beginning. Absolutely fucking